What's up, everybody? All right, so guess what? Nothing's done. All right, so the beauty of this whole thing is I work a lot, don't we all? So can you really get like all salty if somebody works a lot and can't run out here to the garage and constantly work? I also like to sleep some. When I'm not sleeping, I'm either at work, tinkering with this, or hanging out with the boys and the girlfriend. So now we got some tinkering time. I haven't done anything, but I've been scouring the web looking for some parts. And I found some, so let's get to it. Okay, so I could just figure out a way to use the stock shifter that I have in the car. But we're going to be using a Turbo 400. There's the stock crap. I mean, it would probably work or whatever. However, I'm always looking, and I happen to come upon this Hurst quarter stick, full reverse pattern. I wasn't really looking for it in particular, but when a deal falls in your lap, a deal falls in your lap. You know what I mean? So anyway, it doesn't have a cable. I'm going to try to just use the cable that I've got and make it work. I watched a couple of videos about how to do that. So that's one score. Also, yesterday, found a sweet deal on a fuel cell. It even came with this, I don't know what brand pump, RPC. It's some kind of stuff off eBay, I guess. I don't know. It's been used. It doesn't really smell like fuel. And it came with a couple of fuel filters that are probably useless because I have a probably a 5/8 feed on this car, and I think these are 3/8. Maybe half. Yeah, that's probably half. That's still too small. So anyway, not the point. What I really wanted was a fuel cell. It weighs minimal weight. Not really sure. We can just take it over here to the scale and weigh it real quick. All right, let's get along with it here. Really? Come on, Sunbeam. Oh, you dick. There we go. 11.6. All right, well, remember that. You guys better remember it because I can't. 11.6. Oh, it come with these couple little fittings here too. Someone attempted to make something work here. I think these are all just little Chinese AN fittings. And I want to say this is some kind of check valve. But it's got a plug on the end of it, so whatever. Anyhow, so the stock tank's still in this car. Maybe we should make a goal to get that out tonight. I mean, I don't know. Who knows, right? No rush. And the gas hand reads fucking half a tank. What the hell am I going to do with half a tank of who knows how old gas? Your guess is as good as mine. So, let's gather some tools and see about getting this damn tank out. Okay, first thing, 3 10mm bolts, and under the tank it looks like there's 4 more on the backing plate, and then there's 2 tank straps that hold the tank on, that kind of like they wrap around the belly. Looks like they're 13 or 14s. Can't really tell yet. I got the light under there. I'll get under there in a minute. First, I want to get this off. It's not rocket science. Take 3 bolts off. Come on, guys. And under the car, you can see 2 there. 2 there. That's just a piece of rubber or whatever. It's like a big bushing. Catches any fuel that drips, I guess. Whatever. Useless to us. And you can see there's a strap with a nut there. And one there that holds the tank up. I'll put a jack under here before we start, so we can slowly lower it down so all this shit doesn't fall everywhere. There's also a couple straps holding the fuel line on that I'm going to cut off. We're running on new fuel lines, so those will get cut. That fuel filter is useless, of course, and there's a couple vent lines that are running up to vent out the atmosphere so the tank never expands too much. It's like a lawnmower. Anyway, we'll get these 4 off and go from there. All right, now both straps have been taken off. One here, one over there. I'm going to lower this down just a little bit because there's also the fuel pump sending unit and stuff on the top of the tank. There's going to be a wire for ground, a wire for pump, and a wire for sending unit for the gas gauge that's actually on the dash there, which we clearly know works. So I'm going to lower it down just enough. I'm going to cut all that out because I'll probably run a new wire for the fuel pump when we get those put in. We'll have dual pumps on the new setup, and we're going to make a lot of power, so the useless pump in the tank got to go regardless. So I'll lower that down a bit, and we'll cut everything out and get her out. All right, there's the old tank. It's not a nightmare to get out. It's stuck. The filler neck was rusted onto the side of the tank over there. It took me a good little bit to get the filler neck loose. It just slides in the tank. So you'd think it would just come out easy, but it didn't. Anyway, this is now going to be something else, but not this. These little straps just buckle on here. I'll cut them off later. But now there's a big, huge open area there where we're going to put a fuel cell. I'm going to cut a hole. Let me get under here and I'll show you a little better. Oh, one other thing. Get the fuel lines in the air in the engine compartment. You don't want them laying on the ground because otherwise fuel spills everywhere. So anyway, I think I'm going to cut all this section out here. All the way back, down the back frame rail, and off that other side here. You can see the seam. I think I'm going to cut all that out. All of it. Get a piece of flat sheet metal and put it over. Figure out exactly where I want my fuel cell to come down. And I'll try to mount the sail as low as I can without going too low, because if you remember, the sail has AN fittings coming off the bottom. So I want to keep it up some, but I want to lower it as much as I can. So I'm thinking maybe, in retrospect, not too low. So maybe down to here, which will set it pretty low. It's about the stock tank height. But I'm going to save weight by cutting all this crap out. It doesn't even need to be in there. That's I'll worry about the trunk later. This will also give me space to mount the fuel pumps on this inside frame rail here. And we'll run our new fuel lines back down the drive shaft tunnel. Be nice big stainless steel lines because we're going to run E85. You can't burn corn without stainless lines. So I think that's going to be about it for the night. It's like 1 a.m. and I smell like gas now. And I don't want to smell like gas all night. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright. So I'm probably going to wrap it up for tonight. A couple things I wanted to go over. I did spend $50 on the tank, the pump that come with it, the 2 fuel filters, and whatever little miscellaneous lines that came with it. And I did spend $50 on that. That's a $300 shifter, and I got it for $50. Score and a half. I don't know what the fuel cell costs. You can find them on eBay pretty cheap. But on eBay they're $100, and I paid $50. Okay, also I mentioned in the last video that I wanted to write down everything I had spent and all the weight savings I had made. Well, I've had a couple other things that I've spent, and I've had a couple other things that I saved weight on. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure the weights of all those. I'm going to have to go back through the videos that I've watched. Ta-da, how awesome is that? You can just go through these videos and see. So I'll write it down on the whiteboard when we come back. Till then, thanks everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I appreciate it. Got some new subscribers. Thanks guys. Keep watching. We're going to keep going. See you guys later. Peace.